Welcome back to another episode of Quick 30 Podcast family. Today's a special episode because tomorrow is the NBA Finals, and I know y'all want to hear our predictions. But what's up with y'all boys, man? How y'all feeling today?
Chilling, man. Can't complain. Like you said, finals is tomorrow. I'm ready.
Shoot, man. Feeling blessed and highly favored, bro.
Man, I feel blessed and highly favored every day. It's a great day. Zay, you kind of look like your name Pablo right now, though, bro.
Get it correct. It's Juan. Juan. I'm not Pablo. I'm Juan. Juan. Juan Escobar. If I may. Juan Escobar.
Pablo, Juan, Julio. One of the options.
He said one of the options is crazy.
One of the options.
Calling that boy Migo.
Yo, one of the
Migo
options
or
is crazy.
DR.
DR.
One of the two. One of them. Zay, I think you're lying to us, bro. I think you got some dissent in you, bro. You're just not saying nothing.
I don't. Bro, I promise you, bro. Full on 100% African American. But I am mixed though. I got a little bit of white in me. A little bit.
He's lying to y'all.
No, wait. Hold on. But because y'all said I was Dominican or like Hispanic.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie,
I don't got none of that in me. None of that in me, no.
You might have to take that 23 of me, dog. You gotta have some sort of Dominican in you, bro.
Nah, cause I promise you, bro, I can't speak Spanish. I can't speak Spanish. A lick of Spanish. I can't do any of that.
Right,
and I never
I'll
took
take your
Spanish
word for
either.
it.
I never took Spanish either, bro. That's the crazy part. In high school, never took Spanish.
What'd you take in high school?
What did I? Oh, I ain't gonna lie. I took German, bro.
What? Y'all had German?
We had German.
German's
French.
crazy in high school. I didn't have German. I had Spanish.
Yeah. We had German.
Had Spanish and French.
Oh yeah, French. Most sharp to it, French. Yeah.
Yeah, we had German, French, and Spanish. I think those were the only three. But I think I could be wrong on this one. I'm pretty sure our school offered Japanese too.
What? Japanese in high school is crazy.
I could be wrong on that. I could be wrong on that. But I know for a fact that it was German, Spanish, and that's it. Yeah.
Dang.
All right, Pablo.
Y'all school ain't have none of that. That's crazy.
Bro, we had Spanish, French, and ASL.
Oh, ASL too. We had that. We had.
Oh
ASL
yeah, I had ASL. But Pablo and Mo, who do y'all think who do you believe will win the NBA Finals, and how many games is this going to? I really want to hear this. I'm been waiting for it all week from y'all.
Mo, you want to let them know?
Hey man, I got OKC winning. Now I've been thinking about this.
Y'all delusional.
A little bit. I've been thinking about this for a little bit. You know, I really want to say OKC is really gonna punish them, but I can't do that due to the fact that the Pacers have been the underdog in like every single series, and they've won. So I want to give them some respect and some credit. So I don't want to say OKC in 4. Do
OKC in 4 is wild.
Do I want to say OKC in 5? I want to say that, but like I know, like Indiana might
steal
deep
down
2
inside.
games. They might steal 2 games. So I gotta say OKC in 6.
All right. Hey,
at least you fixed it.
Nah, Mike. Since he wants to, listen. I give the Pacers their respect, bro, for sure.
Okay,
100%.
okay. Give them respect. That's why I hear.
But hear me out. Mo said he didn't want to say OKC in 5. I will be the one to say OKC in 5.
You're crazy.
OKC in 5.
That's crazy.
That's going to happen, bro.
You're crazy.
To happen. Promise you, bro. That's going to happen. OKC in 5.
Wait, why OKC in 5? I really want to hear.
Oh, bro, because they knocked out the Knicks, and the Knicks should really be in the finals right now. And I'm only giving them 5 because, like I said, the respect that I do have for Indiana. They made it this far. So I'll give them 1 game. One game
is crazy.
1 game.
I mean, isn't that crazy, though?
Yes, it's that crazy.
How?
You got to think about it. This OKC team, arguably, in terms of all the statistics and all that, might be a top 5 to 10 team we've ever seen play basketball. They've won 60 in the regular season. They've won 60 out of their 82 games by double digits. They had the best point differential of all time. This is an all-time team we're watching. It's not disrespectful to the Pacers. It's more so credit to the OKC team and how they get down.
No, it's disrespectful. It's very
How?
disrespectful.
Because the Pacers made it to the finals, and like Mo said, like they were the underdog. So this is not any type of disrespect to the Indiana Pacers or any player on the Indiana Pacers. Like, but Mike, let's be real. Can I ask you something real quick? Did you think from the start of the year to now that Indiana would be in the finals?
Honestly, no. But they turned it around after All-Star break. They were one of the top teams in the NBA. So we can't sit here and be disrespectful about them.
Nah, it's not disrespect, bro. It's more so like Mo said, credit to OKC because this is one of the best teams we've seen in a long time, and they've been dominant since the season started, and they're not gonna let up now, bro. Especially to Indiana, nah.
See, look, now this is where I gotta prove y'all wrong. I love proving y'all wrong on this podcast. I think it's imperative that y'all listen to me because y'all didn't think they were going to beat Cleveland. Y'all didn't think they were going to beat Milwaukee. And y'all didn't think that they were going to beat the New York Knicks. So let me give y'all some reasons and some game to why Tyrese Halliburton is that guy and they're going to win the NBA Finals. First of all, y'all saying all this great stuff about OKC. OKC is a tremendous basketball team, but the stats aren't really that different. Over the last 10 games, you know who scored more points offensively? The Indiana Pacers. You know who shoots better from the three? The Indiana Pacers. You know who shoots better from the field overall? The Indiana Pacers. So I need y'all to put some respect on this and look at this closely.
Okay, so I hear all of that. But the Indiana Pacers were not going up against the Oklahoma City Thunder. The Oklahoma City Thunder are completely. First of all, let me tell you this: the Oklahoma City Thunder this year went 29-1 against the Eastern Conference. That one being a loss to Cleveland on the road. They had not lost to the Eastern Conference at home all year long. All year.
That's the regular season,
and they have not lost a home game to the Eastern Conference since last March. Last year. I'm sorry. Like, you can say all the stats and everything. Like, stats against the Knicks and stats against the Timberwolves, they don't mean nothing. But let me tell you something.
They don't mean nothing?
When they meet up, when they get together, it's gonna be different, Mike. But you can continue. I just had to say that.
I got.
Okay, Zay, go ahead, Zay.
Just real quick. God forbid in this series, bro, SGA goes for 30 or 40. If he goes for 30 and 40, bro, it's a guaranteed dub.
I got something to counter that argument too. You know what I got for you? Nembhard is going to be guarding him. You know what Nembhard did to Jalen Brunson last series? He kept him from shooting under 35%. The Pacers are good defensively wherever you want to put them. Nembhard could guard SGA. Neesmith gets in people's head. He could guard J-Dub. And the rest is plain and simple. We good.
Now, I do agree. Nembhard, I did been reading up on Nembhard. Nembhard, he locked up Donovan Mitchell. He locked up Jalen Brunson. Yeah. He did all that. But he did not go up against the scoring champion or the MVP.
So we're saying Brunson's not talented. I'm not saying Brunson's SGA, but Brunson's not close to that?
No.
Bro.
SGA is 6'6". Jalen Brunson is 6'1". The height difference. And you want to know who else? You want to know what else? Donovan Mitchell is 6'1", 6'2". These are two small guards. SGA can overpower. He can overpower them.
And Mike, I'm going to just say this too. In my personal opinion, Jalen Brunson and SGA have two different play styles as well. Like
they do. You're right.
Like Jalen Brunson, he's a small but little strong point guard. The first thing he's gonna do is try to bully you, and then he's just gonna take off into the paint and get a bucket. SGA is gonna size you up, like he's gonna walk down on you and then either shoot a jumper or foul bait his way into a layup. So you can compare the two, but man, if Neesmith is going to be guarding SGA, bro, it's gonna be a good matchup, but SGA is gonna get his at the end of the day, bro.
No, I disagree.
That's crazy, bro.
I disagree with you.
That is insane.
Y'all not looking at how good the Pacers are. Yes, I understand the Thunder are good, but you want to know something else too? That's a statistic that the Pacers have. You know, when Miles Turner scores 20 or more points, the Pacers haven't lost a game in the playoffs. When him, Siakam, and Halliburton are all on all cohesive and playing great basketball, they're not gonna lose. They're not gonna lose at all.
Okay, that's fair. But then what about Chet? What about Chet? Because we ain't gonna lie, Karl Anthony Towns was over there running into Miles Turner, who leads the playoffs in blocks. By the way, leads the playoffs in blocks. Great rim protector. But Karl Anthony Towns was getting his. What do you
That's
think
Cat. We're not gonna compare Cat
shrugging
to
his
Chet.
shoulders.
What do you think Chet's gonna do? J-Dub, if you want to talk about them three scoring 20, what about OKC's three scoring 20?
That's why I told you the matchup: Nembhard on SGA, Neesmith on J-Dub, and Chet is going to be guarded by Miles Turner and Pascal Siakam.
And all OKC's three sit down on defense too. They can sit down on defense too.
You want to know what the biggest difference is? What OKC hasn't seen?
What?
The biggest difference that they have not saw or are not cognizant about is that when they played the Minnesota Timberwolves, and don't get it twisted, the Timberwolves are a good basketball team, but correct me if I'm wrong. Every time they played Ant-Man, they would swarm on him like they were some vultures. They would triple team him, double team him. Whoever gets the ball, they will all attack, right?
Yeah.
If Halliburton's driving down the lane, and we know how he can facilitate the ball, we know how adroit and clever he is, he'll get down to the lane and he'll kick it out for an open three. Now, the Pacers are not going to miss an open three. The Timberwolves were missing open threes all day. If the Timberwolves were to hit some of those threes, it would have been a closer series. But the Pacers, that's not going to happen with them. I guarantee it.
But OKC has tremendous defense as well, bro. So you don't think that nobody on OKC is going to close out on some of them threes? Especially if it's on a fast break and, like you said, Tyrese Halliburton going to kick it out?
No, that's what I'm trying to say. If the Timberwolves are able to get open threes, what do you think the Pacers are gonna do?
Oh no, we've seen it. Honestly, bro, Indiana Pacers, they know how to get open for three, but
and they gonna knock them down.
I'm saying OKC is really good defensively as well, so I'm saying they gotta find a way to get open for real, bro. Especially like you just described,
get open,
bro.
They create space all the time.
No, I'm saying against OKC, bro. This is a great team we're talking about, bro. So I'm saying I'm gonna describe the scenario you just said. You said if Tyrese Halliburton comes down and he kicks it to the corner for a three or something,
Miles Turner, Neesmith is gonna hit it every time.
Chet's out there. Chet's out there.
That's what I'm saying. Chet, Lou Dort, J-Dub, one of them is out there, bro. They're closing out. Easy work. So they're going to make it hard for Indiana to get threes out there. Now, is it going to be like a lot of threes? Probably not. But there are going to be some made threes. But they're not going to give them the threes the way New York was giving them to them.
And God forbid, I promise y'all, do not let them get some second chance opportunities. If the Thunder miss that basketball, the Pacers are going to run in transition and they're going to score an easy bucket. Please don't let it happen.
If there's one thing the Thunder do very well, it's get back on defense. So I'm not too worried about that. Because one thing about the Pacers, can they execute in the half court? Yes. But are they efficient in the half court? Not as efficient as you would like them to be. They score a good amount of points off of
fast
either
break.
A made basket where they just advance the ball up and Pascal Siakam's running to the basket, or off of transition baskets. So I just don't see the Pacers really beating the Thunder more than 2 times.
So I have a question for both of y'all, actually, because y'all so confident in the Oklahoma City Thunder. Who's gonna guard Siakam?
J-Dub?
Yeah, probably J-Dub. Or I'll probably say
J-Dub's not
J-Dub.
J-Dub's
or Lou Dort.
No, Lou Dort's going to have Tyrese Halliburton in shambles.
Too. Yep.
He's going to put him in the torture chamber. That's what he's about to do. You want to talk about Nembhard and Neesmith, Lou Dort's a better defender than both of them.
Okay, so Lou Dort guards Halliburton. Who guards Siakam? Who guards Miles Turner?
J-Dub got Siakam. They're the same in size, and J-Dub's a really good defender that has really good hands. And Chet, come on, bro. Stop acting like Chet's not sitting down on defense.
This isn't the Minnesota Timberwolves.
It doesn't need to be the Minnesota Timberwolves.
This isn't the Minnesota Timberwolves.
They've been the best team all year with this lineup, Mike. That's what you're not understanding. They've been the best team all year long with those three. And then if Dort somehow is getting cooked by Tyrese Halliburton, you act like SGA is not one of the best defenders in the league at his position.
It's cool. I understand that the Thunder aren't devoid or lack of anything offensively or defensively, but those little holes that they have, the Pacers are going to exploit them and they're going to win. It's inevitable for Tyrese Halliburton. I could see Tyrese Halliburton right now hosting that trophy, and I told everybody, and they were doubting him to even get to the finals, but look where he at now.
Hey, Mike, you need to wake up from that dream you in, bro.
Please,
you need to wake up from that dream because you ain't seeing nothing but that in your dreams.
Because, Mike, I'm going to tell you this right now, bro. OKC in 5. SGA will have his first ring, bro. And I know it's just his first everything, so I'm going to call it like this. SGA, one-time NBA champion, one-time Western Conference MVP, one-time Finals MVP, bro. That's how it's going to go. OKC in 5.
One more question for y'all before we get into the next segment. So we're not going to look at the coaching? We're not going to look at Rick Carlisle already having a ring? And he has more experience?
That was 14 years ago. That was 14 years ago, dog.
You can't say that, bro.
He was the underdog in that series. I get it. I know
you know who he beat, Mo.
I know you want to make connections to the Mads team and whatever. But they had an all-time great player on that team. Tyrese Halliburton and Pascal Siakam and Miles Turner are not an all-time great players. They're not.
This sounds like a whole bunch of hate over here.
It's not even hate.
We still got respect for Indiana.
The best team in the league. It's not hate to say the best team in the league is going to win the series.
First of all, I can at least respect Mo's point of view more because they said 5. 5 is crazy. 5 is crazy. They're going to win a couple in OKC.
I don't know if they win in OKC. I think they win both games.
It'll have to be in Indiana,
both games in Indiana.
The Pacers play better on the road.
Bro, it's OKC's arena, bro. That aura, it's not as equivalent to MSG.
Dude, I was about to say, don't say that.
Like, no. But I'm saying the effect, like that it has on opposing teams, kind of similar, bro. So Indiana might tense up a little bit, bro.
No, if they didn't tense up against New York, they're not tensing up against OKC. Come on.
New York wasn't putting no pressure, though.
The fans?
They weren't putting
We're
no
talking
pressure.
about the atmosphere?
No, the atmospheres of New York is obviously better. But, like, I'm talking about as a team with the atmosphere, New York's pressure that they was putting on the Pacers
was not applied.
Comparable to what OKC's about to do on them Pacers.
Y'all crazy.
Like, OKC's real live an AAU team in the NBA. That's what they are. That's what they are.
My keys to victory for the Indiana Pacers to win, which is going to be inevitable for Tyrese Halliburton to hold that, that trophy up, is they can't get discombobulated or be confused or puzzled when the Oklahoma City Thunder get on a run. Because that's what the Thunder do to teams, and they get so terrified, they get scared, and a whole bunch of fear and trepidation creeps into the opposing team's mindset. Because, look, I know OKC is going to go on a run eventually. I'm not going to sit up here and tell no false narrative. But the Pacers have to say, look, this is just a run. We're going to come back from it, and that's it. We're going to get back in the game. We're not going to let them get into our head mentally. That's number one. Number two, they cannot let Oklahoma City Thunder crash the boards and get a lot of offensive rebounds. That is a no-go because if they do, they win the game. And SJ cannot go off for 40 every single game. What he's doing, granted, he's one of the best players in the league, and I will tell y'all this, being transparent, what he's doing is insane. It's remarkable. He's averaging 31 a game and shooting above 50% from the field in the playoffs. I don't think I've ever seen that in my life. So all of that scares me, but you know what? Pacers in 7.
Nah, I'm gonna tell you, Mike, what OKC needs to do to win. Now, first things first, they cannot, I repeat, not let them get a bucket in transition, bro. And what I mean by that is, if OKC misses a shot, somebody rebounding, and somebody's on the other end of the court already. And it's like cherry picking. I don't know what it is, bro. But somebody's grabbing a board and Pacers jersey is already at the paint on the other side of the court.
Zay, I'm gonna let you get your rest of your points out, but that was really funny though. So you think they be cherry picking?
No, all right, listen. I wouldn't say it's not cherry picking, bro. It's not cherry picking, bro. I wouldn't call it cherry picking.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just simply call it getting back on offense. You know, like they are a really great team that does that. Like they really capitalize off of misses. They really do,
and sometimes even makes.
And makes because they know they bro. Indiana is a team. Like they play as a unit. So everything is kind of gonna be in sync, bro. Everybody run like Tyrese Halliburton, a true point guard.
Gosh.
He knows how to get it and go. So that's number one. OKC cannot allow that to happen. And I would say for number two, play with the same pace as OKC. I mean, Indiana. Indiana is fast. They know how to run. So as long as they can keep up with Indiana's pace, they'll be all right. And last but not least, number three, OKC has to do a outstanding job with guarding the perimeter. There's no way that Indiana's starting five can all shoot the lights out. So, and we've seen that in New York. They know how to shoot. You cannot leave anybody open for three on Indiana. So that's the three things that OKC should do if they want to come out in this series in 5.
I'm still stuck when he said cherry pick.
It's not cherry picking, but like you know how to get back on offense. Bro.
Yeah, I wouldn't call it cherry picking for the sole fact that like there's nobody at the direct underneath basket.
Right.
But it's as close to cherry picking as you can get. It's just Pascal Siakam is an amazing athlete, and like once he gets the ball, like when you're trying to jump up and steal it from him, he'll catch that like a receiver, take 2 dribbles, bump into you and one.
Literally.
Like, and the thing about that is. That happens so many times. Not even just in the Knicks series. It happened in our series. We would miss a shot. Tyrese Halliburton would get the ball. The ball is in the air for like however many seconds. He get the ball. You try to slap the ball. They call a foul and 1. And like that's a momentum killer. We can't have that. You can't have that. But my keys, I'm going to piggyback off of Zay. They gotta. If you want to play the pace of the Pacers, yeah, you can do that. But it does get a little bit dicey. Now because the Pacers are so good at that. But the Thunder, if there's any team that can handle it, it's them because they are a very young team. But what I would say is, they got to slow the Pacers down. You got to make the Pacers execute in half-court setting because the Pacers are just, in terms of half-court settings, the Pacers are not as good as a team as they are, obviously, on the fast break. So you want to slow them down. I say you got to play full court. You got to mix it in. You got to throw different coverages and all of that at the Pacers because once the Pacers start to see what you're doing, they're very good. Like Mike said with Rick Carlisle, they're very good at making adjustments. So you just got to change it up. You can't give them the same thing. Another thing that Zay said that I 100% agree with, you got to guard the perimeter, man. You have to guard the perimeter. The Pacers, albeit throughout the regular season, they'd be okay from 3, but when they got hot, they get hot.
Neesmith,
really
5
hot.
threes in a row.
We all saw Neesmith do that. Like Neesmith. You don't think of Neesmith to be Curry. He shoots about 40. I think he's shooting like 45% in the playoffs. Like he's going crazy. You can't let none of them open. And my third thing, you gotta close the game out.
Facts.
If you are
Facts.
up 10 to 15 points going into the fourth quarter, just know the Pacers are coming. They are coming. They do not give up. Don't think because you're up 20, because the Thunder, they're used to being up 20. They're used to doing that. They got to stay locked in for every single minute of the game because the Pacers are really good at coming back. Ask the Cavs, ask the Knicks, ask the Celtics, ask all of them. They come back down 20 like it's nothing. So my thing about that is you got to make sure Tyrese don't get hot.
Yep, I was just going to say that.
Like in that fourth quarter, Tyrese can get hot. You can't let him get not one jump shot that is wide open.
I'm even saying, some of them he's pulling from the parking lot. Like
Exactly.
He's pulling
you gotta
from
get
the
up on
logo.
him. That's what I'm saying. Whole game, Tyrese Halliburton, you gotta be up on him. You gotta be up on him because you can't let him run. If you let him walk up into an easy three, once he sees one goes in, it can get real bad from there. So those are my 3 points. Everything Zay said, he hit it right on the money. Just guard the three, control the game, play your game, and make sure anytime Tyrese Halliburton, I forgot to mention, anytime Tyrese Halliburton or anybody comes in, y'all know that OKC is going to get handsy. Don't get too aggressive. Do not get too aggressive. Because like we said, they will hit some open shots. Were they giving up open shots in other series? Yes, they were. I don't expect them to do the same thing due to the fact that the Pacers are a team, not just a guy. There's just one guy running around scoring all the points like they've had to go up against these last few series. Just make sure you don't give up the open three. I'm not trying to watch the Pacers blick all game, man.
I'm going to give an honorary mention, too, to the Indiana Pacers. I cannot stand this man at all, and he's not even a starter.
Oh, I know what you're going to say.
TJ McConnell, bro.
My sister hates him.
I cannot stand him just based off the sole fact that the Knicks series, bro, it doesn't matter where they were playing at, MSG or Indiana, bro. When TJ McConnell was on the court, he would find some way to be wide open for a three, bro, on an island by himself. Like, I remember this one specific play, bro. He was open at the top of the key, bro. I think he was waiting for somebody to step up. Like, yo, y'all just going to leave me open? Shot it and laced it. And I'm like, bro, and TJ McConnell has been hitting those the entire series. And they still didn't adjust to that. So, yeah. OKC, please. I'm not going to say foul him, but, yo, put a hand in his face or something. Like, get up on him. Because TJ McConnell, man, y'all saying, like, Indiana's coming? So is he. Right off the bench.
Yeah, no. TJ McConnell is definitely a factor in this series because, like you said, he's always somehow, some way, always open, and he plays fast along with how the Pacers' play style is. He's always getting to the rim and getting open, and he's a good defensive basketball player. But I have to ask y'all one thing, right? So what's going to happen? How will the Oklahoma City Thunder play the Indiana Pacers defensively? What's going to be the game plan? Because if they play them like how they did Minnesota, I guarantee you the Pacers win this series. I guarantee it.
I promise you, I think the only way for them to defend them, bro, is by playing at Indiana's pace. And I would say, don't start off in zone, bro. Match up. Man up. Like, they gotta
Do you think they should double like how they have been?
No. Because, So somebody's going to be open for three, and it's going to be hit every single time. So I would definitely say man up first and, definitely help if needed. But definitely you got to guard your man one-on-one. And I would say, like, suggestion for OKC as well. Because y'all remember how off the gate in the Knicks series, bro, Indiana was pressing New York off rip.
Yep.
Like, at half court. OKC got to do that too. But the only kill is I'm not sure if OKC really has anybody that can defend 90 feet. So
they do.
That might be the only issue.
Who?
They do. Lou Dort. What are we talking about?
Okay, yeah.
First team all defense. Right. I'll give you that.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
Lou Dort, he's the one that has to do the pressing. Like, I don't want SGA pressing because SGA needs some energy for offense. So
facts.
That's why I think Lou Dort should take on Halliburton because guarding Halliburton, that's a lot. Like, sometimes Halliburton's just standing around, but it's very rare that he's just standing around. He's always moving around, and his dribble, he's so unorthodox with the way he dribbles. You really don't know, like, what's going to happen, but you know that tween cross is coming. You know that tween cross is coming.
Yeah.
And he's either going to step back off of that, or he's going to go right by you. So you just got to guess right. But, they got that's why I was saying earlier, they got to make sure they pick up full court. Lou Dort has the energy to do that all game with Halliburton. But it will get dicey if Halliburton does get them into foul trouble, which I expect him to try and do because Halliburton, he's really good at drawing fouls when he chooses to. He just does. He's not as aggressive as a foul baiter as.
No, I'm about to say, don't compare that. SGA gets on my living nerves with that, bro. That's one thing I wanted to mention, too. I didn't mean to cut you off, Mo, but I have to put this out there.
No, you're good. I was done.
I have to put this out there. As hard as it is and difficult and tiring it is please don't foul the Oklahoma City Thunder. That's how they generate a lot of points too. Please don't. Play some defense, but just watch out a little for Mr. Foul Baiter and the rest of the team, please.
Hey, man.
Please.
One thing I will say, even though I'm not rooting for the Pacers, I just want a good series. SGA is going to get fouled. They're going to call the fouls. Please, as a fan of basketball, do not, just sit there and, get discouraged about the foul calls. Just move on to the next play, man.
Because it's going to happen. It's going to
happen. That's my advice to every team that plays OKC. They're going to call the fouls for SGA. Whether you think it's a foul or not, they're going to call it. So you just got to stay locked in. Because, a lot of times, we saw when Benedict Mathurin or Pascal Siakam started cooking him, that man just randomly shoved him due to frustration. You can't have fouls like that. You cannot have fouls like that. That ruins the team play. That ruins the game for everyone. We want to see both teams playing with all their players. So
another equal factor, too, that I was going to mention, I can't even really – the bench, both their benches are good. That's why I'm telling y'all this is going to be a closer matchup than what y'all are anticipating because the Pacers have a really good bench. Benedict Mathurin, oh my gosh, he's been cooking in the playoffs when he comes off the bench. And Oklahoma City, their bench, absolutely terrific. So that's going to be an equal matchup right there too.
Oh, and Thomas Bryant definitely stepped up.
He did step up. He
got championship experience.
Rochester native too.
Thomas Bryant does have championship experience.
He does.
He didn't play much in that championship run. Being in that environment, that's one thing I am worried about. I'm not gonna lie. They do have 2 championship players. The Pacers do, plus a championship coach. So experience will come to play at some point, which is why I was leaning towards 6 and not 5 because of the experience that Siakam, Thomas Bryant, Carlisle have. I don't think they'll go out like that. But if they do go out in 5, I would not be shocked.
And let's see some competitiveness too, man. Let's see some trash talking a little bit.
Yeah,
it's finals.
Pushing and shoving a little bit.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
It's the finals. Y'all worked all year to get
to this point.
There better not be no soft jump.
And there's a team that's trying to take what y'all want away from y'all. So please just compete. Push and shove a little bit.
We're going to see.
Let them play. Let them play.
We going to see. I hope so, too. Now we got to talk about the X factors for both of these teams, key takeaways. Now, for my X factor for the Indiana Pacers, the X factor has to be Tyrese Halliburton, of course. I love the way that he facilitates the ball and that he's a true point guard to this league. And he's not overrated to some other people,
Respect.
Not overrated at all.
Respect. He got it.
Yeah, but he has to score. He can't go for a game where I seen it in last series against New York where he only scored 8 points. That can never happen again. You're playing against a really good basketball team. Like Mo said, the best basketball team all year. 8 points is reprehensible and unacceptable for the Indiana Pacers. He has to go out there at least score 20 a game. Siakam has to continue doing what he's doing. He has to kill anybody that's on him. I hope it's Chet or Hartenstein, whoever's on him, go out there and kill. Keep doing you. Keep shooting at mid-range. Keep getting to the line. Keep going to the paint and scoring. And last but not least, the other factor that has to come in is Miles Turner. Like I told y'all earlier, when he scores 20 or more, they don't lose. He has to go out there and score that 20 or more, and he has to shoot good from the field. And if they leave him open for 3, he has to execute and take advantage of that. So those are my factors for who has to, contribute for the Pacers to win this finals.
Hey, Mike. I gotta go back to when you were talking about Tyrese, bro. Cause I'm not disagreeing with you that he has to be an X factor, but I'm disagreeing with your reasoning, bro. Just based off of what you said earlier, a couple weeks ago, maybe, bro. I don't know if we were talking about this on camera or on the phone, bro. But during the times where me and Mo was kind of saying Tyrese Halliburton was overrated, and when me and Mo were expressing how much he needs to score, weren't you the one that said he don't need to score like that because he's a true point guard?
This man got a good memory. This man got very using his words against me.
And the first thing you said was he need to score.
No, look. I'm cognizant of that. I said that, but look, there's a difference now. You know, the difference is that he's playing the Oklahoma City Thunder, so he has to score. He has to score. I'm going to be real transparent with you. I love him passing balls, and you are right. I'm not disagreeing with you. I did say that. I'm not going to sit here and lie to the camera or for the camera. I did say that he does not have to score. But look, that's changing for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Man, go out there and score 30, 35. I need that shot to go in. And last but not least, look, because Zay, look at it, man. Mo pointed out for both of y'all. If the Pacers are able to score, right, and Tyrese Halliburton is able to get it going, you almost said it. They win the game. If Tyrese Halliburton gets one shot and he's comfortable, you know, and he's feeling himself, he's gonna keep shooting that ball and he's gonna keep getting that maybe 30 or 35. So I'm confident that can happen. But yeah. Nice try. You try to use your words against me. My words against Yeah, nice
Nah,
try.
because when you said it, bro, I was like, hold on, bro.
Nice
that
try.
immediately generated that thought. Like, hold on. He said he ain't need to score that like that, though. He got 4 other players that could do it for him. But, I just had to bring that out. And I'm glad you clarified.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I did say that.
But OKC, X Factor, bro. I actually got 2, just like you, bro. Now, number 1, obviously, SGA. And honestly, bro, I would have never thought I'd say this because I really want OKC to win. I need SGA to foul bait like crazy. Go to the line, bro. Go to the line. Foul bait. Do whatever to draw the foul. And then, obviously, score your 30, 40. And like I said, if he does that, guarantee win. Number 2, and this might surprise both of y'all, but I only saying this because I know him as a player. Alex Caruso. Not offensively, though, but defensively, bro. I haven't seen somebody in a minute that can literally guard all 5 positions. Alex Caruso wreaks havoc defensively, bro. So you put Alex Caruso on that court, bro, and let him do his thing and let him get the defensive stops that OKC needs. OKC's going to win, bro, and they're going to be successful in this series.
I will say that's different.
Those 2 right there.
That's different. I had to think about that when you said that. That is true, and I even said that last video. That does scare me a little bit because with the way Alex Caruso plays defense, he facilitates he kind of plays like Lou Dort. This man runs around the perimeter. He doesn't just stay on one man. That man goes on anybody who touches the ball, so that's a good point.
So just them 2.
Sure. I ain't gonna lie. On top of that, I just want to add one more thing for Zay. He's not an X factor for me, but he definitely is a factor on the team. Alex Caruso, when he gets in, you already know he's gonna play defense. If he's able to knock down his open threes that they're going to give him, that's gonna change the game. That's gonna change the game. But my X factors, I'm not even gonna have SGA in mind because I feel like SGA is gonna get his regardless. You know, because he has such a simple game. Like, even if he's not shooting well, he's going to get to the free throw line. He's going to get you 20, 30 points. So, my X factor is going to be, for number 1, first and foremost, it's got to be J-Dub. Got to be J-Dub. Sometimes in the series, like in the Nuggets series, he tended to disappear. This is not a series where you can disappear.
Agreed.
As a team, you have to be able to beat the Pacers. The Pacers are not going to let one guy kill them. And if they do, you won't win. Ask Donovan Mitchell. Man. Ask Jalen Brunson. Like, you got to play as a team. So that means your second and third stars have to be on timing. They have to be. J-Dub, not only that, defensively, he's probably going to be on Siakam, more than likely. He's got to be able to play defense and hit some shots. That's my first factor. My second factor, I'm going to have to say Chet. For mainly the same reasons, because we've seen Chet disappear. You can't disappear in this series. Especially if Miles Turner if Miles Turner starts to score 20 like Mike says, like, you got to be able to get yours on the offensive end. Not only that, you got to be able to defend. So those 2 are going to really be my X factors. Depending on how they play is how OKC will play. Because you know SGA is going to get his. It's all about who's around SGA. That's what's going to make or break the series for them.
Hey Mo, can I add on one thing with Chet?
For sure.
I say for him too, bro, because he's definitely a key factor. He has to rebound a little bit more, bro. You gotta rebound the ball. You have to rebound the ball. There's no way you're 7 foot, bro, and you're not. You with rebounds, bro. You should at least be averaging 10, 11 plus a game, bro. Like 11 plus a game. I'm seeing Chet with like 5, 6, 7 rebounds. Like if they want to win, bro, Chet has to be dominant underneath that paint. I'm saying blocks aside, putbacks aside. I'm saying grabbing boards and go. Give it to the guard and go.
For sure, because, the Pacers are known to give up them offensive rebounds.
Yeah.
Mitchell Robinson was killing them. He was killing them last series. But if you're able, it's all about effort at the end of the day. If you're a 7-footer with some effort, you're going to grab some boards. Simple as that. There's no reason you're 7 foot and you only averaging like 5 or 6 boards a game. That's the same problem I be having with Kristaps Porzingis, bro. Because how? Bro? Like, he's the tallest on the court. There's no way you don't give me. And even if you don't get 10, if you get 9, I can live with 9. But 6 in a whole game and you a starter, can't do with that.
Yeah.
Like, bro, you're 3 feet away from the rim, bro. Just jump or extend your arm. Like, do something.
Literally.
Hey, man. I got one last question before we close this out. And I know Mo's answer a little bit, but I need to hear it from both of y'all. If Tyrese Halliburton wins, can we finally give him the respect he deserves and say that he's a top 5 point guard in the NBA?
Top 5?
Yes. If he wins a ring this year.
Actually.
Yeah, I'll give him 5.
Yeah, I'll give him 5.
I'm not putting him top 3, though.
Yeah, I'll give him 5. Because I just had to think about that. Like, I really had to think about, like, Tyrese Halliburton and his execution as a point guard. He really does know how to run the floor. So if we're saying, like, point guard, like, the actual job itself, yeah, he could be top 5. If he wins a ring.
Hey, I'm gonna be looking forward to it.
I'll put him there for sure. I still don't think he's better than Brunson, whether he wins or loses this. I still don't think he's better than Brunson, better than Kyrie,
You're crazy.
Yeah, I don't think he's better than Brunson.
But yeah, we'll definitely have to put more respect on his name. And another thing, like, me personally, this is kind of off topic, but I think this whole, like, voting for overrated is kind of crazy to me. You know what I'm saying? Having, like, other NBA players basically hate on somebody is kind of crazy. Like, that's kind of nuts.
It is.
That's wild.
I think that's childish stuff right there. I like, you can't, especially if you're as good as Tyrese Halliburton is, you can't just, add more fuel to the fire like that, man. Like, I'm sorry. Like, these NBA players are really, really good. It's just hard to just sit up here and call them and do that. Have their peers do that. So that's all I had to say about that. But I just think that's crazy.
Agreed. Well, the challenge was, I forgot to mention it in the beginning of the video. The challenge is, if Tyrese Halliburton and the Pacers win, which they pretty much are, I mean, it's inevitable for it to happen, If it happens, y'all have to go to Buffalo Wild Wings with me, and including Miles too. They have to eat the spiciest wing there that you have to sign a waiver for. You don't have to eat the whole thing. Just take a quick little bite.
Hey, I'm down.
I'll do it.
I'll do it. I already got to eat that nasty sandwich anyway. So if I can eat that nasty sandwich, I'm gonna eat a spicy wing.
So what's my challenge? If Tyrese Halliburton, somehow loses, which I don't think will happen.
We can't give him the same thing because Mike likes spicy food. So like that punishment, food. Yeah, that's not a punishment.
Do we like ball sauce though?
No.
He will when he lose.
Hey, ball sauce. Boss sauce. My bad. My bad. Boss sauce.
Hey, you gonna have some of that with some fried chicken, bro.
Fried chicken. And you can't touch. You know what? As a matter of fact, we're gonna have the hot sauce across the table, and you can only look at it.
That's wild. Come on.
You're not utilizing it, bro. You're not utilizing it.
That's
You're not
wild. Come
utilizing
on,
no
man.
hot sauce. If y'all don't know, Mike like hot sauce on basically anything. Anything that he's able to put hot sauce on, he's gonna put hot sauce on. So we're gonna tempt him with the hot sauce across the table while he's eating the boss sauce.
Hey, man, I'm ready for it. I'm ready for it right now. I'm ready for it. I'm confident that my guy's going to pull through and y'all going to have to eat that spicy wing.
Man, y'all stay
I'm
tuned.
not even worried about it. Like, I'm not even worried about eating a spicy wing. Like, I'm thinking I might as well look on DoorDash right now and get you some boss sauce right now, bro.
Hey, man, but like, comment, subscribe, man. Get us to 2K actually on TikTok. Y'all been showing us so much love on TikTok. Get us to 1K on Instagram, 1K subscribers on YouTube, and let us know who y'all got winning these finals, man. We out.